Hello, my darlings. Welcome back. It is so nice to have you all here. I am so glad everyone is here. I am so glad that there are new individuals who are joining our little community here. It is so awesome to have you all here. It is such an amazing feeling to have a little crew that likes to join in and be messy. I love how messy you all are, and I appreciate the fact that you guys are here spending some time with me. Oh, Mimi is on a lunch break. Some of you are also on a lunch break, so I better just get right into the nonsense, shall I? Thank you to the moderators. Look, I always got to thank my mods who are amazing, who are always here handling the chat. I am very lucky to have. Ow! Ow! My apologies to anyone who was wearing headphones and heard that. I bet you that's probably. Ow, that actually hurt. I bet you that's probably karma from Harry saying, yeah, you wench. That's what you get for talking about me. Yeah, I'm okay. I just did the same stupid thing and just hit my knee to the table. Well, we always got to have some fun here, shouldn't we? Like, it's all good. It's all good. Let me carry on here. I am fine. My limbs are fine. Everything is okay. Have you been drinking, Molly? No, not at this hour. No, I had my phone in my hand. I'm looking because I wanted to clean out my handbag. And right before I started, I dumped everything out on the seat that I am here, and just I have my water right beside me on the ground and just being stupid, and I'm tired too. It's funny, I always knock my knee or my legs to a table, and I always seem to shoulder check myself when I'm going around corners or through doors in the house. So don't worry about me. I'm always battered and bruised, but at least it's always entertainment and we're always laughing about it. Yeah, I think it's too much candy for sure, Christine. I did have some before I got here. I told Christine and Katie that I did have some candy and a double espresso. So I am a little bit wired. So pardon me in advance. My apologies in advance if this stream comes off a little bit unhinged today. Okay, but it is going to be a little bit unhinged because you guys remember on the previous stream that I did, the last one, I talked about how Harry, well, I thought that it was more like Meghan's words, but the fact that Harry allowed that to go out and they were calling King Charles a deadbeat father. I mean, hell, if King Charles is a deadbeat father, I'm sure many people would love to have a deadbeat father like King Charles. Trust me. And now we get this stupid report through People magazine, of course, 2 years early, that Prince Harry will invite Prince William and King Charles to the upcoming Invictus Games in the UK. This guy is an idiot, okay? Like, we all know he's a moron. He's a complete ballless, cuckold little. Wait, I'm only 4 minutes in, so let me call him a bitch. He truly is Meghan's side wench, but yes, carte blanche. I agree with you. What about Doria? If Charles is allegedly the deadbeat, then what would that make Cell Block 6 Doria pass the joint to the left-hand side Ragland, huh? What would that make her when she was always, well, she wasn't in Meghan's life for a while, right? Christine Manchester girl, thank you, says, get some more candy. We love you when you're wired. The only issue when I'm wired is that my mouth moves way too fast and I'm just like, I gotta say it. I got diarrhea of the mouth when I'm way too wired and it's just blah, 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 blah. But thank you, my darling. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Stephen, my sweetheart, says, Meghan's as ever hibiscus tea bags at 12 bags per $12. Her tea comes from the Republic of Tea. Their hibiscus tea bags at $70 for 250 tea bags. Thank you, Stephen, for mentioning that. But I got to also mention that you guys need to go over to Think Beautiful's YouTube channel, because it was her who did the incredible sleuthing, who went and did the look at what was coded into the computer, right? Into what was in the back end of the website. And she uncovered that it was the Republic of Tea. But please do go over to Think Beautiful. Thank you, Katie, for the link to her channel. Please go. I heard that she is a single mommy also, so I love supporting other single mommies. Definitely go. Her content is incredible, like deep dives and just very thorough. Absolutely brilliant. So please go check out her channel, go check out her live, tell her that Mole sent you over, and that, yeah, give her a follow, because her channel should be way higher than what it is. To be honest, she should be surpassed me, because her channel and the content that she puts out is absolutely incredible. And let me just say that I have no problems with saying that about any other creator. If their work is amazing, I hope they surpass me and do better than me. I will never be jealous of another creator or their success, or make up any kind of nonsense to get there or to lie to you guys. But let us continue, because as we're talking about liars, let's talk about this liar, Prince Harry, because he is a crazy liar who has always been a liar McLiar face his entire life. I get many shouts out on the Royal Rogue. Really? That makes me happy. Well, I'll have to go in there and say thank you then to the Royal Rogue, because that is amazing. I love the Royal Rogue's content. And Dan W. Yeah, Dan, I'm very grateful. Anyone who shares my content or highlights my content, I'm always very grateful for that. Very grateful that people share my information. And I do the same also. It doesn't hurt to share where you get your information from. There's a lot of there's a lot of notice to go around, and people deserve to be recognized if they have discovered something incredible. And the fact that Think Beautiful has discovered where the actual purveyors of Meghan Markle's scam tea is from, then, well, yeah, you guys got to go check it out. Lainey says, is it legal to use someone else's products even if you repackage them? No, not at all. Because let me tell you that a lot of people's businesses, even one of the businesses that I have myself, I basically have an item that gets repackaged and gets sold in a different manner, as long as it's not copying the other person 100%, as long as you can change it in some way that it passes like all the tests and that it's not exactly the same, then it's okay. But Meghan is doing the exact same, but I don't know. I heard that there was supposed to be more of a legal issue with the whole scarcity advertising, because another individual had pointed out that the whole marketing under scarcity is illegal in California, so it's not allowed. But let me continue on with this, because we need to talk about this degenerate doofus, this drug-addled moron, Prince Harry. So despite the fact calling his father a deadbeat, or allowing an article calling King Charles a deadbeat father to go out, the next day through People magazine, he issues this stupid article and he allows it to go out, because we all know that People is their mouthpiece, that Prince Harry will invite Prince William and King Charles to upcoming events. Well, first of all, dimwit, who the hell are you to invite the king, the king to where like he gets to go to an event. If the king wanted to show up to your stupid little Invictus Games, which is now all about grifting and pocketing money every 2 years from different countries, you just want the fact that if Charles showed up and if William showed up, it would give you legitimacy. But why the hell would Charles show up, or why the hell would William show up after you labeled them as racist, as you allowed Charles to get labeled as a deadbeat father, for goodness sake? You wrote in Spare about how you wanted to take out your own father, but only spared his life at the last moment. Heinz baked beans are made by Heinz, but they also provide baked beans for other stores under their own labels. Yes, under their own private labels. It's like, okay, if you guys don't know this, let me tell you a secret about here. For my American friends who can buy Kirkland vodka in the States through Costco, Kirkland brand vodka is the same vodka that they use for Grey Goose vodka. I bet you didn't know that. Bet you didn't know that. Now, did you? I might get into trouble for mentioning that, but yes, Kirkland vodka from Costco is the same exact crap that you find in the bottle of Grey Goose. So it is. Yes. And I know this for a fact. I'm not going to tell you who told me about it, but I'm going to tell you, like, it's someone who actually works close in the company. But yeah, it's the same product. So if you ever see Kirkland vodka in Costco, not that I've sponsored by any of these brands or anything, but yeah, they are from, yeah, same stuff in the bottle. Yes, but Heinz would have to give permission for that. Look, I'm sure that this Republic of Tea place gave permission for it. I'm sure Meghan is paying them quite a hefty amount or giving them a percentage to sell her a certain amount. I don't know how it's actually working, but if anyone wants to cut out the middle person, just go straight to Republic of Tea. And no, this is not sponsored. But let's get back to this idiot here who... I'm sorry. I just got to laugh at the whole fact that Meghan likes to portray herself as a businesswoman when in reality she's doing the most basic, boring, like the least amount of work possible. And she likes to portray herself like she's someone incredible, like she is someone that you need to talk to and get tips from. I mean, I can't. But then again, look at the moron she married. So they're on the same level. So Harry here, from going and calling his father a deadbeat to an old geezer, that's very sweet of you. Thank you. That's very kind of you, darling. Thank you. And then, yeah. And then so Harry going from calling his father, or allowing Radar Online to run with the narrative that his father is a deadbeat, his father is a racist. He allowed Meghan to call him, even though he was bankrolling them. Still, in my opinion, I think Charles is still bankrolling them in a way too. But Harry is doing this to make it seem like, oh, they're going to be there. Like I'm still connected to the royal family. But what I want to know is that, what the hell makes Harry think that his father's even going to be around in 2 years to attend these games? I've been seeing a flurry of reports about how William and Harry need to make up, and it makes me wonder. Now, look, also here stateside, there has been talk that Charles won't be around past Christmas, but I don't know what to say. I'm not going to touch that, but that is what the word is going around. But I hate to say it, Harry, like what makes you think that Charles would be around? And the thing is, he's thinking about himself. He's thinking about himself saying, well, he needs to come to my games. Well, have you ever made yourself available for your father when you wanted to go there? Maureen Ingleson says, breaking news, at the age of 11, Meghan wrote a letter to P&G that cured cancer. Woo! Woo! Oh, wait, that's BS. Oh, yes, Meghan never did that. She made that up. Right. Harry has always been all about Harry. And the thing is that now that their stock has dropped so low, now that nobody in Hollywood is giving them the time of day, now that nobody really gives a shit about Harry and Meghan because they truly are grifters. You can only grift for so long off of rich people before they start axing you out. Like, okay, like we rich people don't like spending their money, okay? Rich people don't like having to pay and shell out of their own pockets and bank accounts for others. They want to get everything for free on a discount for a deal. That's how they hold on to their money even more. And yet Harry and Meghan always want other people to dish out for them, and they never get anything in return. Have you seen Harry and Meghan ever try and support, or even when the king's birthday has gone by, despite this kerfuffle being between them, have they never just like put out a message to the king like, we wish you a happy birthday, sir? No, never, nothing. Nothing at all. Jimbo says Charles should do one last act, strip his wayward son of everything apart from his surname. Jimbo, I agree with you, but Charles does not have the balls or the backbone to do it. Okay. And I know he will kind of like say, oh, well, I'm sick, my cancer and all that. Look, I understand you're sick, you're not feeling well. But if you can, and I'm not trying to be rude here, but I'm just stating facts. If you can go to Ascot for a few days in a row in the sun, and we saw photos of him struggling at some points, looking uncomfortable. If you can fly 12,000 miles round trip to Canada for like 24 or 48 hours just to open up Parliament. If you can fly to Italy and go on like excursions there and attend like these interviews or like these meets with Hollywood celebrities with Idris Elba or whatever the hell his name is, then why can't you deal with Harry? Is he just going to continue to allow to desecrate the royal family and everything they stand for? Because anytime the royal family do anything, Harry and Meghan pop up in the news to steal their thunder, to ride their coattails. That's what they do. Thank you, Stephen. Darling says the Republic of Tea sells 250 bags for $70. This is 28 cents per bag per retail trade, might be about 14 cents per bag or less. Meghan just adds tin and labels. See, Meghan's issue is that her packaging is expensive. Like all the colors and everything and whatnot is very like, not the packaging, what she sends to customers who are paying. I'm talking about, hold on, the packages and the wood boxes and shit that she's spending and sending to these other A-listers, okay? These celebrities in Hollywood, hoping that they will post her crap on Instagram and she will get noticed. That's the thing. They're expensive, but it looks cheap. Look, wood isn't cheap these days either. But Harry is doing this to the royal family, and 2 years out, he's putting out a message saying, oh, I'm going to send you an invitation so that we can rebuild bridges. First of all, let me just say that I am sick and tired of hearing about olive branches. You see these olive trees? You see these branches? This is what Harry and Meghan's life is like. This is me using these dead trees and these dead olive branches as a metaphor that there ain't nothing to hand out anymore. Do you see how dry and dead these are? That is the connection between Harry and Meghan and the royal family. Completely dead. There are no branches left. If anything, if Charles had some sense, he would take one of these dried branches and bend his dumbass son over, who clearly knows how to assume the position already. And what? Give him a good couple whacks over the behind that you should have done when he was a little boy, because clearly he needed to be spanked around a couple times. Harry is the type that needs a good spanking because it would probably regulate him. And it didn't. See, Harry is good at assuming the position. Could you imagine? Harry, spread them cheeks and let me give you a good thrashings with this dried out olive branches that you keep trying to send over. but yet you keep making announcements in the media that you want to reconcile. Oh, Susan, you're probably right. You're probably right. He probably would enjoy it too much. He'd probably be like, "Oh, Daddy, can I put a sausage in my mouth while you do it, please?" Oh, dear. He would probably enjoy it way too much. You're probably right. We need something else. We need something else. What would Harry despise? Well, he doesn't seem to be into women so much. So maybe we can put like a bunch of women in front of him. I don't know. Or no, maybe we could probably put a bunch of, oh, Tyler Perry probably knows a bunch of shirtless, good looking men that he could line up in front of Harry and not let Harry touch. Maybe that's what we could do. Harry was a little bastard from childhood. Well, Harry is a Pembroke. Let's remember that. I don't believe that Harry is actually a Windsor, in my opinion. Molly's rants are the best rants. I'm sorry. It's the double espresso and the candy that I had beforehand. And I've been awake early running errands all day. Summer is like crazy. With like the kids home and everything, summer is just yikes. It's a handful. It's definitely a handful. Kathy Nguyen says, at Kathy, does Charles want the monarchy to die with him? Morgan Horses, can I interject here? I personally believe that Charles does want the monarchy to end with him, because I know that Charles doesn't have anything to do with knighting people and it's not his call or anything. There's a whole different council. But did you guys not see the photo of King Charles knighting Sadiq Khan? And then you see a photo of King Charles once again inviting Zelensky to come and have lunch with him and whatever recently. It's a mess, that's for sure. And the fact that he's not dealing with Harry at all. And the fact that, can I just say also what boils my piss completely here is that the name Lilibet is constantly connected to that sexual deviant, that predator Tyler Perry now. I like every single report you see now, you see the name of Lilibet's godfather, Tyler Perry, blah, blah. And I'm just like, oh my God. Like, Charles, hello? Are you not going to do anything at this point? Like, come on. He's like these two are desecrating Queen Elizabeth's nickname. Boils my piss. It does. It definitely does. But yeah, this is all just Harry and his nonsense about, I want to reconcile with my family. As long as Harry is running to the media, telling them when he's going to send Charles an invite via email, has to give all the details, I wouldn't trust Harry with a 50-foot pole, okay? Disgusting. That is really desecrating stuff. It is, Jimbo. Like, let me show you the headline from TMZ that they posted up just as I got on here right before. Oh, look, Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom have broken up after 9 years. Markled. I wonder if Meghan will reach out to her friend. Nope, never mind, won't happen. So look at this. So Radar Online has this as their headline: how ultra woke Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have met billionaire Tyler Perry's $260 million gay sexual assault case with a deafening silence, despite billionaire being their daughter Lilibet's godfather. Every time I see the name Lilibet in there, I feel like I'm going to puke. It makes me sick. Blech. Absolutely sick. And then you got Meghan releasing a whine on Diana's birthday when Diana was killed by a drunk driver. It is, yeah, absolutely crazy. Like, hello, Charles, wake up maybe? I don't know. Let me just say this. The Queen was sick. The Queen had bone cancer that she was dealing with. And yet in her pain, at her age of 96, when in my opinion, she should have been relaxing and enjoying her like final years on this earth and just reflecting back on everything that she achieved, right? Instead, she had to deal with taking all of Andrew's privileges away. She stripped Andrew. She dealt with that, but yet I'm supposed to believe, oh, Charles, his cancer, he doesn't want to kick the hornet's nest and deal with Harry and Meghan. Well, now look, the Queen's name is now connected to a sexual predator. What do you think about that? Not the greatest, in my opinion. Were they silent or are they silent? That's a great one, Betty. Thank you. That's great. He definitely is. Casey, to me, in one way with Harry, how Harry loves being around celebrities. King Charles, if you see, he loves being around celebrities also. He loves like having celebrities around him. Look at how many celebrities were around the Queen during her reign? Not many. She said hello to them and she moved on. She shook their hands and she moved on. But yet, King Charles, since he's become king, how many celebrities have we seen him be cavorting with all the time? It's very, very, very telling, in my opinion. Scream the truth from the rooftops, Molly. Love you. Oh, I love you all. Truly, I love you all. But yeah, I'm just saying that Harry is an asshole. He's just putting more stress on his father. But look, Charles is going through chemo treatment to take care of his cancer, to get rid of the tumors that are infecting and festering in his body. But yet he won't get rid of the one biggest tumor that has been a black cloud over him and his family and the royal family for the last 5 years since they decided to leave because they claimed they wanted privacy. Rip that freaking Band-Aid off and get it over with. I bet you the moment Charles deals with Harry, he'll feel so much relief, like a weight has been lifted off of his shoulders. Why are so many of them associated with sexual predators? Because it's Hollywood. Hollywood is a bunch of freaks and perverts and psychos and weirdos, okay? Tyler Perry should just come out as gay now. Just be like, look, yes, I'm gay. It's true. But I feel like he did this to himself because if you guys remember, Tyler Perry not too long ago attended an awards ceremony where he claimed that he helped bring up a lot of Black millionaires and turn them into billionaires soon. And the thing is that when you are a man of color in the Hollywood celebrity scene, you can't be saying that because now you see all of a sudden, since he's made those comments, oh, look, these came out all of a sudden. And this isn't the first time. Like, just because this man has come out before now and Christian Keys came out before, you guys got to go further back. Remember Lance Gross? Let me show you something, and then I got to run here because I got to get to an appointment to, just got to make sure I'm in good health for my little one. But I wanted to show you a real quick video. This creator of mine is one of my favorites, and it's his name is Storm Monroe, and I hope he doesn't mind me showing a clip, but apparently there's supposed to be more lawsuits. Apparently, allegedly, this is supposed to be worse than Diddy, allegedly. And you guys know that Tyler Perry has his own island in the Bahamas. So it could be worse than, that Epstein dude. It is very crazy what is going on in here. Thank you, crazy lady, for the super sticker. I appreciate you. Thank you all. But let me find this preview of Storm's video and let me show it to you guys here real quick. Hold on. Lance Gross. Because before all of these guys was Lance Gross. And let me just pull it up. Whoop. Let me get through the ads here. Come on. Okay, let me here real quick. Skip diddy doo da. No thanks. Yoink. So, okay, let me show you here real quick. Oh, these ads are annoying.
Personally crafted. And no child.
Storm, please don't strike my channel. I will, I'm only going to play a short clip of this, but then what I'm going to do is that I'm going to take the link here and I'm going to share it with you guys in the chat here so you guys can go and check it out, because this is some filthy. Yeah, look, I love listening to Storm, okay? I love, especially when he starts singing his, that white bread news. We got that Wonder Bread, Wonder Bread. Wonder Bread, like, okay, I love his stuff. Okay, I don't care about all his details, whatever, but his reporting's hilarious. But let me play a little bit for you guys. Watch this.
Actor, Lance Gross, actor, most known from Tyler Perry films, to be most honest. I looked up his IMDb. He's done a bunch of other films, but for the most part, we know him from House of Pain on, I think it was TBS at first, but we know him from Tyler Perry films. He did some movies for Tyler Perry as well. He used to actually date Eva Marcille, and now he's married with 2 kids with that, I think she's biracial, right? And don't y'all remember, it was some issues that had came out with him and his daughter because she didn't come out mixed looking years ago. I'm not trying to talk about nobody, but you know, it was differences in how like his daughter came out versus his son looked more mixed looking. By the way, I know several people with that dynamic. You know, on the show we have like 30,000 different conversations at once.
Let me try.
And I know several people that's so cut. Yeah, I remember give him any inclination, and by he, Tyler Perry thing is buff black dudes.
Yeah, he loves them buff black.
The type don't change for real. Okay, so let's go back here. So allegedly Tyler Perry tried Lance as well. According to my source, Lance is straight. Lance didn't give him any inclination, and by he I mean this black billionaire, any inclination that he was not, but nonetheless he got tried too. Now the when, where, and how of the triation I'm not exactly sure of, so I'm not gonna lie. But what I can say, according to my source, that the harassment was done little by little.
Just grooming. Like, just the same way that Christian Keys had mentioned, the same way that this other Derek Dixon gentleman has mentioned, you notice that they have a pattern. And what I've always questioned is, how did Tyler Perry get his foot in the door through like Hollywood? Who discovered him? Who fingered his booty hole to bring him into the Hollywood sector? That's what I want to know. People say that Oprah discovered him, that he ended up at a table sitting next to Oprah because he manifested it. I don't believe that nonsense. He got his booty hole fingered the same way he is trying to elevate these men and try and finger their booty holes. That's how they got their started. So when something like that happens to you, you tend to repeat that pattern with other people, like we've seen with Diddy's case, right? We saw how Clive Davis allegedly groomed Diddy, and he did the same with Usher. Usher did the same with Bieber, allegedly, right? So, yeah, Tyler Perry's crazy. And the fact that this is all connected to the name Lilibet makes me want to throw up, that's for sure. He said he manifested meeting Oprah. Yeah, I don't believe that nonsense. I heard that too. And I always called it BS from the very beginning. You know, manifest meeting Oprah. Okay. And I just ended up at the table next to him. No, you didn't. Tell the truth. What happened? That's what we need to know. Okay. But go check out Storm's channel for sure. And yeah, Harry is an idiot if he thinks that he can put out these stupid statements like, oh, I'm going to invite the royal family to come to my Invictus Games. The royal family want nothing to do with your fraudulent money laundering Invictus Games. And trust me, Harry, I'm going to get my hands on the full breakdown on how the entire $62.9 million you received in Canada for your stupid Vancouver Whistler Invictus Games. Okay, I'm going to get to the bottom of that. You make sure. you better sleep with one eye open. I'm just saying. I'm gonna get the numbers out, that's for sure. But anyways, my darlings, go check out the channel to Storm. Let him know that MeghansMole sent you. Well, he is a little bit pro Megan, so he might not like me, but let him know that I sent you anyways. I love being messy like that. But booty hole pra. Anyways, my darlings, I'm going to get the heck out of here. I got to run. I love you all so much for being here. Thank you to the amazing moderators and to all that sent a super chat and super sticker. I appreciate you all spending the time here with me, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. And make sure your notifications are on, because I'm thinking about going live again, maybe in about like 7 or 8 hours. But make sure your notifications are on and you're subscribed so you don't miss it if I do. Because if I do, it will probably be about Tyler Perry and his island. But I'll let you guys know. Anyways, my darlings, I hope you all have a good one. Lots of kisses. Bye.